Welcome to ToV Live. It is Valhalla time. Welcome everybody tonight. This Wednesday night, oh my goodness. Welcome to the live stream for Tales of Valhalla, The Aftermath Chronicles, which is a stop-motion hero escape adventure. I am Tales of Valhalla, Ryan. Everybody out there on the stream tonight. My goodness, it's good to be back. It's been a week. Or a week and a half, basically. Yeah, since I went on a little bit of a break. And it was me and my wife's 13-year anniversary, so we got away and did what 13-year anniversary couples do, and had my 4-year-old son along with us, and yeah, just had a fun weekend together. But I was through all the anniversary. I mean, I was keeping tabs of everything, what's going on with Age of Annihilation, and just everything involved with that. I noticed something came out today, a video. We're just gonna check that out for a second before we get into the editing of Tales of Hell, because I know, and we'll talk a lot about this stuff come this Sunday probably for the ToV live stream and the ToV podcast, because we'll have 2 weeks worth of whatever has been going down this Sunday with the panel, with the guys. And so, yeah, I mean, we should be able to cover that. If we do not have a guest or not, I cannot promise anything, but all I can promise is that TV podcast will be returning come this Sunday, and we're going to have a lot of fun, whatever we do, whatever we talk about. And it's probably going to lead to a long night. But anyway, for tonight, I am getting started. Like you see right here, here's this is a piece of software called SoundForge, and I am starting to go through some of the raw voiceovers from the voice actors from years ago for Tales of Valhalla, because some of these I hadn't even edited. Like these are the raw versions, and then I kind of clean them up a little bit, get out all of me talking and directing in them, and I just have the voice actors talking, modify the voices if they need modified in any way, and all of them need to be modified in some way, and then put them in a different folder for them to be added on the timeline of another editing piece of editing software to start editing the episode itself. So this is the first part of the process, and yeah, I like I said, I'm working on episode 8 right now. I'll probably get into I finished episode 8 voiceovers, and probably get episode 9 voiceovers too, because I know I have to do episodes 8, 9, and 10 of these. So we're going to start with that. And I know there's going to be actually some voiceovers that I'll have to do myself. And I did voiceovers live a little bit ago, so I'll probably do that again, because there's a few characters that I'll have to voice over. And so I might spend like Wednesday next week doing that, and that should be fun. And also, for the release of episode 7, people are really getting into the contest. I've had a few dozen comments from people just entering in, discovering the Tales of Hell YouTube channel, liking the episode, liking the stop motion animation of these HeroScape characters, and so getting some subscriptions. Actually, I burst past the 400 mark, so 400 plus now subscriptions, yay. That's kind of cool. Now let's get into the work, since I just spent a half hour basically talking about anything other than editing, and let's work on this for a little bit. Now, for some reason my head is hurting me. I did have some medical things going on for, what was it? Well, 2 days ago I had a dentist appointment. My mouth, I think, is still ringing from that. And today I had my medical Crohn's disease infusion thing. Excuse me. So I don't know. I've just been poked and prodded and drilled into and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start season 3, and I'm just going to take a very quick break, and then we'll start editing some of this voiceover. Well, first let me just do this one real quick, and then we'll do more. For a second here, hold on one moment. So let's see, we got the, okay, yeah, we got the background sound stuff going. All right, and here I'm going to turn on desktop audio so y'all can listen to this a little bit, and I'm going to drink something. All right, so this, let's see here. So first thing I do, let's just dive into this. First thing I do is I want to leave the raw audio files of the original voiceovers still intact, just in case I ever would want to go back and do something with it again, or if I lose the audio files that I'm about to edit with, I'll have always something to fall back on. I never have, but it's always just good to have a backup. So what I'm going to do is hit Save As, and there we are. Okay, we are in episode 8 of season 3, yes. And so I'm just going to type usable and make a new file basically, and that old raw file will just stay as it is. And now I can work on this one. So I'm going to cut. All right. I'm just going to cut that. And so this is was a very quick voiceover session with Mark for episode 8 because he's kind of in a pickle situation to where he's hurting bad. So I just needed some like I'm hurting sound. So what I'm gonna do is first off raise the volume a little bit. Raise the volume. There. See, sounds better. Sounds better. Sounds pretty good. And then I'm just gonna hit Smooth Enhance. Smooth Enhance I never see really does anything, but I always like to do it apply just in case. And then I'm gonna go to this because his voice doesn't really need much other than just to make it sound like he's talking outdoors a little bit. Okay, and just here. Cut this and cut this. And that's basically it. And I'll be able to work with that. So let's save it, and then it's just basically going to automatically save in this in this folder where it needs to be. See, already right here. Right here. You can't see it. Right here. And so that is ready for me to put on a video editing timeline. And so what I'm going to do next is, okay, that'll be a fun one. I'm going to do Kimoshi next. Okay. So I'm just going to pop this up and start working on Kimoshi. And I'll show you a little bit of Kimoshi, how I alter the voice, and then just start doing the tedious work on it, because right now you just see a flat time and you don't see audio bars. It's because when I recorded the voice actor Michael, his voice to this, I had the microphone setting somehow really low, so I have to turn the volume up. But again, but there was some background noise as well, although it doesn't matter too much because I have to alter Michael's voice into Kimoshi so much that the background doesn't really matter so much. It was a problem, but I fixed it, and I'll show you how in a little bit. Third thing I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna start playing. See, I'm gonna turn background music off, and I'm going to start playing season 3. I'm gonna take just a small break. I'm gonna be back in a few minutes, and then I'll start getting to work on this. So here is season 3, and I'll be right back.
We have to regroup and figure out how to get through all this lava. Let's figure it out fast, please. One more night in this jungle, and there will...
Okay, so what I'm going to show... Yeah, put the background music on again a little bit. What I'm going to show is how I changed Kimoshi's voice. series, okay? And this process shouldn't take too long. I should remember everything, what to do. So this comes down to the voice alteration, where I know a character needs their voice heavily altered. And I think Kimoshi's character and the voice actor who voices her. I think this is one of the most heavily altered voices that I do within the series. The voice of Kimoshi, and I say that with a grain of salt, saying that Michael, who voices Kimoshi, fantastic voice actor, fantastic. When I first heard him, when he first auditioned for me, I pretty much knew right away what character he was going to do. I was pretty much on the target for Kimoshi. He had it so down. I just kind of enhance it, and make it that much better, and make it sound more like what Kimoshi voice sound in like the old Heroescape cartoons. So what I'm gonna do first here. So like I said, when it came to recording, Michael lives in Texas, and at the time I was living in Michigan. That's a bit of a commute, but there was actually one time back in 2019 where I drove with my family, road trip, from Michigan to California and back. And so on the way to California, we went on the southern route and crossed through Texas, and so I was able to meet Michael in person and spend an afternoon getting all his voiceovers done. Like I said, I'm committed, and so we got them done. And so this is what I have to work with. This is what I have to use. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, and so here, let me get the. So first off, so this is the raw file. What I'm going to do again is create a new file of the same audio, but make it usable. So that old file is not going to be touched or tampered with. So I always have one saved. All right. So first off, we're going to raise the volume. Maybe we'll raise this really high. See, you only see it like that, so.
Don't make me laugh, or I'm not gonna be able to stop.
You might be able to hear that or not. I'm not sure, but we definitely need to raise up the volume even more. Probably not as much as 19, but probably 15. Let's see how that goes.
But stay out of sight. Tilbakra, see to it.
And for some reason with the microphone that I was using, it wasn't this microphone. It was the snowball microphone that I used to have, and some reason static got in the audio. I have no idea how. It sounded good when I was reviewing it, but when I finally looked at it again, how much later, then I discovered that there was a staticky sound within the audio file, which almost made it unusable. But we're gonna find a way to make it usable. So hold on to your hats. I'm gonna show you.
The perimeter, but stay out of sight. Tilbakra, see to it.
Okay, I'm gonna do something first. I'm gonna cut this.
Establish a perimeter, but will bow to me.
It is so good. All right, I'm gonna raise these up a little bit, and then raise you up just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. The slightest bit. Maybe this 3 and the other 2. That's fine. I think that's something I'm going to cut out anyway. And then this one, I'm just going to raise up. Sorry. I'm telling one of my cats not to do something. All right. And then just a little bit more.
First at the north standing space.
No, I need to raise it even more. Okay, so undo that and go just a little bit high. I'll just do 3 as well. Okay.
Excellent. From what Kirat told me, where we place each elemental is important to begin releasing the seal.
Alright, I think that should be fine. Brody, lie down somewhere. Don't you start fighting each other. I got 2 cats, and sometimes they like to fight each other, and I don't want them to fight during a live stream. Okay, so I think
Everyone in Valhalla will bow to me.
so that's what we got to work with. And if you can hear that static in the background. But like I said, if I were to have a voiceover audio mess up like this with one of the normal sounding characters, I would have to redo it. But since I have to alter Michael's voice anyway so much, it's not going to make much of a difference. And this is what I'm going to use on the SoundForge Audio Studio. I'm just going to go to these, and I've already have names for certain characters that I need to apply these audio effects on if I need it. And there's Kimoshi's for this one, of course. So I'm just gonna preview it a second.
Establish a perimeter, but stay out of sight. Chewbacca, see to it.
You see how it's already altering it a little bit, making her kind of echoey. So we're gonna add that to this whole timeline. Good. And that was chorus. Let me see. And then delay as well here.
Establish a perimeter, but stay out of sight. Chewbacca, see to it. Nigoksa, follow.
Because we want to make her voice kind of sound telepathic a little bit. So we're going to apply that as well. And then don't need distortion. That's for some other things. Dynamics, yes. That's pretty good.
Establish a perimeter, but stay out of sight. Chewbacca, see to it. Nigoksa, follow me.
Okay, so we'll apply that.
Where we place each elemental is important to begin releasing the seal.
And let's see here. So did I do that one? Yeah, I think I did that one already. Let's see here. Do I need to do this? No. Not for Kimoshi. How about this? No. Nothing there. Okay. Noise gate, no. Pitch blend, most definitely yes. Let's see here. At least I think so. Yep, there's Kimoshi. Alright.
Establish a perimeter, but stay out of sight. Chewbacca, see to it. Nigoksa, follow me.
Sounding a lot more like Sounding a lot more like the Kimoshi we know and love, huh? Alright, so applying that layer of audio. And then gonna do the reverb in a second. But first, now we still want to try and get rid of that static, because I don't know if you can still hear that static noise here. Let me just I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it. There's static noise in there. It's almost like static from a TV. And so I'm going to try and remove as much of that static as I possibly can. And I'm going to use... I'm going to remember what I need to use. Is it audio restoration? Yeah. So it's what's called audio restoration. Let me see what's the difference between this and this. Okay, so let me just do this.
Establish a perimeter, but stay out of sight. Chewbacca, see to it.
See how this one sounds.
Establish a perimeter, but stay out of sight. Chewbacca.
You can still kind of hear that, but for this one...
Establish a perimeter, but stay out of sight. Chewbacca.
So that kind of removes that static, which is nice. I mean, it's still... you trade off, but since her voice is already kind of echoey, otherworldly, it doesn't make much of a difference whether or not it's normal clear. So I'm going to apply this restoration of audio, and that just basically takes out the static as much as possibly can. Good.
Establish a perimeter, but stay out of sight. Tabakra, see to it. Nigoksa, follow me.
Like I said, I think I still need to raise the audio on some of these.
Rock told me where we place each elemental is important to begin releasing the seal. First at the north standing space.
I still feel like the audio needs to go up on some of these, except for like this.
Everyone in Valhalla will bow to me.
That's already good enough. But the rest of this stuff, I'm going to raise up. Here, hold on. Yeah. Just going to raise up the volume just a little bit more. There. I think that'll be better.
Establish a perimeter, but stay out of sight.
Alright, and then...
Now you will not have to worry about that anymore. Then...
I'm going to raise this up a little bit too.
Don't be so surprised. Everyone in Valhalla will bow to me.
Alright. Now, one more thing I'm going to do before I start just editing through, because this is about 7 minutes worth of voiceovers. So, I'm going to, well, first, do smooth enhance again. Even though I don't know if it does much, but I still like to do it. And then, alright, pitch blend, and we just need to do reverb. And I have a reverb for Kimoshi. I don't know why I have reverb, Kimoshi 1, Kimoshi 2, they're practically the same thing. But
Establish a perimeter, but stay out of sight.
and that
Tabakra,
raises
see
her
to it.
voice back up.
Nigoksa, follow me.
So we're gonna apply this one. And then one last thing. We're gonna do, I always do the outdoor VO final touch with almost every voice that I do, pretty much every voice I do. And that's it. That is how we alter Michael's voice and have him become Kimoshi. And here, just to show you what I mean, because you have that staticky, you know, background type voice now.
Don't be so surprised. Kirok would have betrayed us sooner or later. Now we will not have to worry about that anymore. Then, when I acquire this power for myself, everyone in Valhalla will bow to me.
And there you go. That is how we make Kimoshi's voice. Alright, and so now I'm just going to start editing through, like I said, get all of me talk, because like I said, there's times when I'm talking, like, yeah, let me show. See, so I need to cut that out of here to shorten it, lessen it, so that way it is ready to edit on a video timeline. So I'm just going to mute my microphone, mute the desktop audio portion, and I'll continue playing Season 3. And again, anybody has any comments, I will unmute the microphone again, but if not, I am just going to get to work. All right. Enjoy. Okay, just chiming in for a second. Alright, so now I have all, besides what I have to do myself, because there's a few voiceovers that I have to do for this episode that I'll probably do next week. I'm pretty much done getting all the audio files for the voiceovers of the characters for Tales of Valhalla episode 8 season 3. Now I'm just going to, let's see here, we're about an hour and a half into this live stream. My head's hurting a little bit. I'm gonna start. I might do just one audio or two. I'm gonna see, but I'm gonna see where I'm at with episode 9 now. Yeah, let me get up here. So here's episode 9. Yeah, see, I haven't done much with this. So let me find the raw files, and I'm just gonna take a look at this for a little bit, and I'll still play more of season 3. So let me just do that, and so I'll be on for a little bit longer, but I'm probably going to sign off soon. Alright, so that is everything, the end of all we have for season 3. I'm just going to turn off. We're going to shut down the live stream pretty soon, but first I'm going to show you a couple things before we finish. Here, so let me just get the background music going again a little bit. And hello to everybody joining the live stream tonight. And some important stuff. Okay, so this is the last voiceover I'm going to work on tonight, and this is Toolbox Raw, voiced by Mr. Jerry Anderson. And oh wait a second, you can't hear that because I need to turn this channel on. Okay, now you can hear it. Hold on.
Now. Right. Right. Sorry.
And Toolbox Raw is the Morrow teleporter. The Morrow teleporter has a few lines in episode 9.
Right, sorry. Got it. No. Right. Right, sorry.
And playing that, I usually don't play most of the voiceover audios because that might give something away, spoilers, whatever, but that doesn't really give much away because it's just a couple of lines that are not too important if you don't understand the context. But yeah, so that is what I'm going to do for tonight. Now, before we shut down, I do want to do one funny blooper thing that I found, and this was with Mr. Joey Ranieri, who plays Lieutenant Dan in the series. And this was just one, like, I think out of everybody that I did voiceovers with, I think Joey was the person that was in the microphone the most. I think out of everybody in the whole series, because I was talking to him earlier, I think it was earlier today, that every time I would do a voiceover with him, because I've moved around a bit over the years, and he told me, it's like every time we did a voiceover, it was in a different house or a different location, because I know I've moved like 3 to 4 times in the past several years. I've also done voice recording at places where he's lived a few times in the last several years. So yeah, it's weird. But this was when I was still in Michigan, and this was one of our recording sessions in Michigan in the middle of the summer. I think it was in July. And just so you know, for the audience if you're listening to this live stream, if you're listening to this live stream, there is an expletive or two in this, just so you know. But this is what was going on. It's like 3 minutes 40 seconds worth of this. Hold on a second. Kind of fun stuff. If you're not from Michigan, or you're not native to Michigan, you might not understand it, but fun still the same.
Agreed. I like you.
I like you. We love you.
I like your attitude, Fire.
Get on your knees and tell me you love me.
Whoa. Whoa.
I agree with you. But my Tommy gunned out.
Damn. Shout out to Halloween. Home Alone. Wow.
Huh?
Home Alone.
Exactly.
Home Alone.
Yeah, so yeah, we throw jokes, you know, at each other at times, and I was doing a Home Alone reference there. He just didn't get it for a second.
Halloween. Like they're all.
They're all blend together.
Anyway.
Halloween and Home Alone. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, totally. I dig it. Okay. Quit laughing. This is serious work.
Yeah, it's serious.
Serious. How is this border... Excuse me.
That bean burrito for lunch. Huh?
Bean burrito?
Buzz Lightyear.
Wow.
You got it.
And that was a Toy Story reference. I say bean burrito for lunch. That is a Toy Story 2 reference, actually, I think.
And snow just like that. We would have to... What is their job? To blow all the white shit off the sidewalk?
There's your expletive. So just to give you all a point of reference, we're in an apartment that I used to live in Michigan. This is middle of July, and there's these trees in Michigan that I think they're called dogwood trees, and they basically sometime midsummer, July, they emit this type of flower pollen type stuff that it's similar to like dandelions, floaty white things, but it comes from a tree, and there's a lot of them, and they'll literally gather up like on the road and on the street curbs. And so the apartment complex that I was living at the time, sometimes you would have the groundskeeper bring along like a leaf blower to blow these things like off the sidewalk and off the road or whatever. And so they were doing that right outside our window when we were trying to record, so you might not be able to hear it in the background, but this is kind of what we're ranting about at this moment.
Guess so. Why don't you explain to the microphone what's going on?
Well, everybody who's not going to listen to this, it is currently June in the great state of Michigan, and right now there is a lot of white, fuzzy, pollinated stuff flying around, almost like a flurry of snowflakes. And currently, if you can hear it, there are landscape workers with, what are they called? Leaf blowers, correct. They have leaf blowers, and there seems to be one or two, I cannot tell. There seems to be one man out there standing in one spot, blowing all of these white little pollen flakes away from this one parking spot. Because apparently apartment complexes can do that.
Oh, there's two actually.
There's two people now. We have confirmation there are two people outside with leaf blowers. Apparently this apartment complex does not like the idea of white pollinated flake thingies in their driveways.
I think it's dogwood, but yeah.
I don't know what it looks like snow outside. It legit looks like snow in 80-degree weather. Either way, I'm mad.
I think they're just about to wrap up. I think they're going to their truck. It's like, they're probably just like, yeah.
They probably heard me. Like, are they talking about us?
They're like, F that. Alright. Let's just continue. I think we're fine.
Kind of slick, eh, Henderson? No one shall fall. I don't know where I was going there. I'm done with that line. We're done. Next line.
Okay,
Episode 8. Click. Done. Slate. Fans on. I'm done.
Oh yeah, fans on. That was because, of course, yeah, 80-degree heat in Michigan, and in an apartment that didn't really air condition well. We'd have fans on, and we get hot because, and well, I couldn't have the air conditioning on because the sound from the air conditioning or the sound from fans would interrupt the microphone. So it's like middle of the summer. I'm just there, and this was when I still, like, me and my wife didn't have our son yet, so it was just me and my wife living in this apartment, and so during the day my wife would be at work, I'd be at home, doing these voiceovers sometimes, and when doing the voiceovers, no fan, no air conditioning, because I have to control the sound as much as possible within the house, and any outside sound aside from Joey or another voice actor's voice, I didn't want if I could control it. So that made things very, very hot. And so anytime we get through an episode, turn the fan on, cool us off, and then we try to go for another episode after that. Just the crazy things you do when you are a DIY filmmaker. But that's a fun little, like I said, that was almost a 4-minute segment of, there's literally hours of things that have happened, not just with me and Joey, but me and other voice actors. I mean, there's about like 30 plus people that I worked with the voice acting for this show. And, just a wide mix of everybody. Sometimes we'd have fun times. Sometimes, you'd have a person that, would be focused on getting it done and that were good. Sometimes you have people that are really good, but ad-lib good, and you just got to roll. Either way, it doesn't matter what type of personality of voice actors, you got to roll with it. And so just so to get what you need from them, and I try to match the characters based on a person's personality, so they don't, if especially if someone doesn't have a range and they just can only do the voice that they have, then I just try to match it with a character that works best, so they don't have to worry about inflection or anything. But I mean, Joey Ranieri, he's done a few voiceovers, and I mean, he does a great job, but we have fun while we do it. So Joey, I miss those days. I mean, this was recorded the summer of probably 2017, maybe. I'm thinking 2017, 2016, something like that. Or it'd have to be 2017, I think. And so it's been a while. But I miss those days. Hopefully sometime we'll do them again in the future. And that was when we were recording for episode 8 as well. So going back down memory lane, starting to work on the last episodes of season 3. It's been a fun live stream with you all, and I'm going to close it down. And I do appreciate all of you watching, and again, rewatch. And please, if you don't know who I am Ryan, Tales of Valhalla, the guy who's making the stop motion HeroScape adventure. HeroScape, that was once a discontinued board game. Now it's on crowdfunding campaign, trying to get back. And we'll see what happens in the next few weeks, whether the crowdfunding campaign succeeds. But you can go to our YouTube channel, Tales of Valhalla. Type in the YouTube search bar Tales of Valhalla, or there should be a link on the Twitch channel as well to get to. Subscribe. Watch the literally hours worth of stop motion content and fun that we have there for the series. And just currently getting it wrapped, basically. But probably it'll take six months to wrap. We'll see. Either way, I appreciate the support. Subscribe, do whatever you need to do to help support us in the series. I appreciate the time and the viewers, and again, the 400 subs that I got. And this Sunday, going to be doing the ToV podcast, talking about HeroScape Age of Annihilation. So we'll see you all then, and until that time, you have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye now.